we brought 4 reactors in and gave them tips and tricks to get better sleep. Did the information change their lives? This is 5 sleep hacks you need to know. So do you want to know some secrets to get better sleep?
Always. I have terrible insomnia.
Yes, please, because my sleep schedule sucks and I cannot fall asleep if it's before 5 a.m.
We have compiled a list of sleep hacks for you to try and let us know if they work.
Okay, cool. Falling asleep is my hardest because I toss and turn a lot. So even if I'm like kind of sleeping, I'm still tossing and turning.
We'll have you test them out now, and then tonight you'll use each of the hacks that you've learned and report back to us.
Okay, I think it could make me a more productive person that doesn't get up at noon or 2 o'clock, and somebody who can start their day at a normal time.
Our first round is all about what you eat before bed. Do you tend to eat a lot of food late at night?
Yeah, kind of, especially now. I used to be better.
We're gonna start the first video.
Okay.
There's hardly a person who doesn't know that eating a lot before going to bed can cause nightmares. But actually, it's not only about the size of the meals, but also the time
I've heard
when
that,
you have them.
but I don't listen.
It's also a bad idea to eat right before going to bed.
That's what Mom always
Even
said.
if your dinner is light, your body will still struggle to digest whatever you fed it. Try not
That
to
makes
eat
a lot of
anything
sense.
2 to 3 hours before bedtime. And if the gnawing feeling of hunger doesn't let you fall asleep, choose to eat fruit.
Fruit's like never really a snack I've like thought to have before bed. It's like, that's like a morning afternoon snack, I feel like, you know?
I think just in general, eating a piece of fruit instead of something else is probably the best alternative.
I think I can. I think I should definitely test it out and then hopefully be like, this is way better.
Let us know how it goes.
Okay, all right, I will. I'll definitely give it a shot.
Last night, I made sure that I didn't eat 3 hours before going to sleep. And I do think that not eating did help.
The one thing that I kind of felt like did help was eating a fruit before falling asleep. I ate an apple. I actually noticed that I fell asleep even quicker than usual. Oh, I also made sure I didn't eat several hours before bed. So I think a bunch of those factors help.
You might be waking up with a sore back, red eyes, and a painful neck.
Okay, not red eye.
Because you haven't found the proper sleeping position yet. By the way, experts recommend not sleeping on your stomach because it turns
How
out
could
to be
anybody
too
do
taxing.
that?
The best sleeping positions are on your back with a small pillow supporting your knees.
Oh,
On your
interesting.
side with a pillow between your knees.
That's me.
In the fetal position.
It's basically me how I sleep.
That sounds really comfy with like the pillow between your knees and then like cuddling.
I'm a side sleeper. Or sometimes if I fall back asleep, I'll fall back asleep on my stomach. So maybe I need to stop doing that.
I can only fall asleep on my left side. I can maybe fall asleep facing up, but not really well, and not at all on my right side.
I used to actually sleep with like 3 pillows. So I'm used to like having like my head like elevated a bit. So it'd be a little weird, but I'm willing to give it a shot if it like makes me wake up without my back and stuff hurting.
Try sleeping on your back with one pillow under your head. I could not do that. My pillows aren't super fluffy, so I don't think it made like a huge difference. I did use a blanket and put it between my knees, and that was super comfy.
I did only sleep with 1 pillow last night. I tried sleeping with 1 pillow in between my legs, and that lasted for like maybe half an hour, and then I was like, I can't do this. I do think that using the 1 pillow did make a difference because it did seem like my spine was kind of like more even than like my head being like kind of tilted up. So I was surprised with that one.
The majority of people can't avoid thinking about work-related problems, to-do lists, and bills to pay before falling asleep.
Yep, it's very true.
Unfortunately, these thoughts usually cause anxiety, which makes the quality of sleep way worse. By all means, avoid stress at bedtime by concentrating on pleasant thoughts and dealing with work-related concerns earlier in the day.
My brain doesn't let me do that. I am constantly, I could have the most random thought pop into my head and then I just dwell on it forever. It doesn't matter what time of the day it is, so if that happens before bed, then I'm screwed.
We're gonna have you listen to the following clip while you meditate for 15 minutes tonight before bed.
Okay, all right. I'm not much for meditating, but all right, I'll try it out.
For right now, I'll just play you a little bit of the clip that you'll be listening to.
Okay, I'm gonna zone in.
That's nice.
I'm I'm a really big sound person. Like, I love ASMR for this reason.
Maybe meditating and listening to that, or even just like laying down and trying to fall asleep to that might help a lot.
I don't think I've ever fully committed to meditating before. I feel like it's going to take a lot of effort to like keep my mind empty, but I'll certainly try it.
Last night I tried the meditation, and that honestly kind of helped me like just relax a lot.
Meditating was okay-ish. I don't know. I don't really feel like it did a whole lot for me.
The meditation, I do think really helped to calm me down. But then when I actually like turned off the light, put my comforter on and stuff, my mind was like, did you know that Mandy Moore was Rapunzel? Remember that? Like, you know, just all the random facts started coming up in my mind.
Avoid gimmicky alarm clocks that shine bright like a diamond in the sky. Oh boy.
Okay, well, that's all good to know.
Your brain needs darkness to reboot completely. That's why you should opt for regular, simple alarm clocks.
Yeah, that makes sense. Just like the light alone is very distracting. And when they're like glowing numbers, you can't help but to look at the time if you wake up in the middle of the night and then you're more awake.
Now, I know you said that you don't use a bright alarm clock, but that's just one of many elements in your room that affect your sleep. According to sleepfoundation.org, you should also consider how dark your room is and whether you need blackout curtains, earplugs, eye shades, humidifiers, fans, white noise machines, and other devices. At this point, do you have any distracting things in your room that you can remove or adjust in your nearby environment?
I would say closing my cat out of the room, but that's not an option. We don't have any curtains, so maybe the curtain thing, it would be easier to wake up in the morning not being blinded by a bright light.
I don't think I really have anything like distracting while I'm sleeping. I mean, my TV's a distraction because it will keep me up for watching the Netflix episode, but I can turn that off.
White noise was just super, super helpful. I can't stress it enough how helpful it was for me. At least for somebody who's grown up in the city, it helps me.
I can attest that this works because I've been using it for years of having a pitch black room, having like a constant noise on. That's always how I've slept my best. So I can attest that these facts work. I didn't need to know them though, because I've already been using them for years.
Try to exercise at least 4 hours before going to bed.
4 hours before bed.
Cut down on your screen time before falling asleep.
It's so hard.
Overstimulate your brain, making it restless. But their screens also emit that infamous blue light. This light suppresses your body's sleep hormone, melatonin, and alters your internal clock. As a result, your brain doesn't believe it's time to go to bed. Hello, insomnia. When it comes to sleep, it's crucial to have a routine and, even more importantly, stick to it.
Yep.
Keep in mind that you're supposed to not only go to bed, but also to wake up at the same times every day.
Oh, yeah. Definitely stuff I need to work on.
I've heard about the blue light from my mom for like so many years, and I've just been always like,
When you get a good night's sleep, it totally makes your day so much better, and just, but it's so hard to like sit in bed and not be like, time to look at my phone, because you're relaxing, and that's what you do when you relax. So it's just kind of breaking those habits, it feels like.
So along with those suggestions, it's also recommended that you keep naps during the day to a maximum of 10 minutes, actually.
10 minutes? Jesus,
Yeah.
how are you even supposed to like sleep? You just have your eyes closed sitting there for 10 minutes.
I also can't fall asleep in 10 minutes. I don't know if anybody else has that problem, but it takes me forever to fall asleep. So I don't think the nap thing is going to work out for me, so I won't try to nap.
Let's see how you do with these hacks tonight. Let us know if it actually does improve your sleep.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
I'd probably put my phone away like a half hour beforehand, so my brain was already like kind of calming down. If anything, I feel like I need to just get in a better routine moving forward, but honestly, I think those things would help a lot, so I think I'm gonna keep trying it.
So the hardest one for me was not looking at my phone right before bed. So I was doing a little bit of picking up my room, and then when I was ready to go to sleep, I just looked at my phone to turn my alarm on. But I woke up today feeling pretty refreshed.
I recommend those tips to you guys. and excuse the bedhead.
I think everybody should know all of these hacks and maybe try all of them out to see what works for you.
Honestly, I've got to say I'm pretty well rested. I haven't been this well rested pretty much the entire quarantine because if anything, I've been oversleeping, restless sleeping, I've been having crazy dreams, all that stuff. And I don't feel like I woke up at all in the middle of the night, which was nice because normally I wake up around like 3 every night and I'm like, what time is it?
Thanks to everyone, especially our super fam, for watching Sleeping Hacks on the React channel.
Would you try any of these hacks? Let us know in the comments.
Good night, guys. Bye.
Hey there, this is React producer Lindsey. To see more of the content you love, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We're in the comments for the first 30 minutes of each video, so come say hi.